Recording. There we go. Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow host,
I'm Jack.
and Jack's a little bit sick, but we're gonna have some fun. You may also notice I'm not 100% certain if it's coming through, but there might be a little bit of music in the background. That's just because cosmic exploration is going on right now, and I don't want to miss things. Um, but anyways, guys, welcome back. Skandar 5 is what we're going to be discussing in today's Nerd Chat. And next week, by the time that we are doing Nerd Chat, the next Nerd Chat, whatever number we're at, I can't keep track anymore. I only find out when I'm putting in the information. But whatever Nerd Chat we're at, we are by that point, Skandar 5's cover is going to be revealed. And that also means that the title is going to be revealed. And
I'm so excited.
we're so excited. I don't know exactly what's going to be going on, but I, for one, am beyond excited. I cannot wait to see what they're going to be doing. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of freaking fun. So what we want, what we want to do today is basically do some predictions. What we kind of expect for the cover, what we kind of expect for the title, and just random thoughts that we have about what could be going on in the actual story as the story continues. So yeah. So I think the first thing that we should be aware of is what the previous 5 books have been, or the previous 4 books have had. So obviously each of them is based on their element, so we can obviously pinpoint right away the book itself is going to be white, and for the spirit element. We can also obviously it will have the spirit symbol on the front or on the side. I'm just gonna pull down Skandar 4 really quick. All right, so obviously Skandar is going to be on the front cover. As for his friends that could be on the cover with him, because the only book that did not have have one of the friends with him was Phantom Rider. So, or really anyone. So, Unicorn Thief had Flo, obviously. Phantom Rider didn't have anyone. Chaos Trials had Kenna, and 4 had Bobby. The Skeleton Curse had Bobby. So
yeah,
that pretty much just leaves Mitchell, which I kind of hope that it's him. Like I kind of I would like to see it where maybe Mitchell and why am I what's his boyfriend's name again? Fuck.
Oh God.
Shit. Jamie.
Jamie.
It's Jamie. So maybe Mitchell riding his unicorn with Jamie behind him. I could see that happening.
That would be awesome.
Personally, I'd like it if the spirit if the cover actually had like all of the cast. Not necessarily every single person, but
The main 4.
the main 4. So Skandar, Kenna, Bobby, Flo, and Mitchell. I think a reasonable assumption would be that probably Mitchell would probably be the closest, and then the rest might be behind them. Because obviously Mitchell hasn't had like as much attention. compared to the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a reasonable assumption. But also, speaking of which, I really hope that they redeem Flo. I just something. Have it be something that like make Skandar can be mad. We can be mad. We can be mad at her. But at the same
We're
time,
gonna be mad at her.
we're gonna be
Damn.
mad at her for a while. But at the same time, I really want her to get redeemed. And I want her to reveal like she was actually like never she didn't want to do any of this. Maybe she actually was responsible for Kenna getting to Skandar. Maybe she helped her out. I don't know. That's what I would like. I would like to see that. I know that that's not likely, but I for one would really enjoy seeing that happen, where she somehow she gets redeemed.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's that. I don't think that they're going to the other possibility that's kind of like coming to my mind is it could be Skandar facing off against Rex, facing off against Rex, going basically.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That would be really cool. I kind of don't want it, but at the same time, I could imagine that being what it's going to be. So yeah. I also think that it is worth noting. I'm not going to say this for 100% certainty, but there is a part of me that thinks that the title of the book, is going to be called Skandar and the Unicorn War.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I don't know why I'm thinking so strongly that that's going to be the title, but that's kind of what I'm picturing in my mind: Skandar and the Unicorn War. Because we know that that's going to be what's going on. Skandar is there's a lot of people that are just really itching for a fight. Like obviously, Rex is going to be attacking the mainland. Period. So Skandar gathering riders that are opposed to Rex Manning and creating his own army of unicorn riders to basically fight Rex would be fucking amazing.
That's true.
And I imagine that's what it's going to be. Obviously, Skandar and Kenna are already guaranteed to have spots. But yeah, so obviously they're already joining the fight. Bobby's going to join the fight. Mitchell's going to join the fight. My guess as to what's going to happen with Flo is that it's going to look for maybe about half the book that she's going to be on Rex Manning's side. Maybe a lot. I'm hoping a lot less, but I think that at least, at most, I could see half of the book. And she's then going to change sides. I think that there's a decent possibility that a lot of riders are going to be mended. I think Skandar is going to start he's going to I have a feeling that Kenna probably already got the book. That has the names of all of the riders, all of the Spirit Wielder riders. And Skandar is going to start with the most recent ones and work his way up to then to basically mend as many Spirit Riders as he can.
Yeah, that's the hope, I think.
Yeah. I think that there's also the possibility that he is going to get a list of the mainlanders and basically try to basically dream as many of them as he can to get them to bond with their unicorns. Probably the ones that were in jail from near the from the end of Chaos Trials, they will probably be joining. I think that that's a reasonable assumption. I'm not 100% certain though. I think that especially Kenna's Unicorn's rider, I think that there's a high probability that he's probably going to be one of the first riders that is going to be mended. I think that Goshawk and him are going to get mended, as well as Kenna and the Doppelgray. They're probably going to get swapped. They're probably going to get mended and all that jazz. Because Kenna knows at this point in time that that she has to get mended. She's realized all what's going on. She cannot continue with this. So I think that there's a high likelihood that she is probably going to she's going to get fixed, or she's gonna be safe, whatever we want, however we want to put it. But yeah, I'm excited. I am way too excited for that. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Also, do you think their dad is was a destined rider? I don't think that, you don't think so? Okay. Because obviously the thing about him, I don't think that he would be a spirit wielder. I do not think that he would be. Whatever the case is, I think that there's a reasonable assumption that he might be a water wielder if he is going to be a destined rider. But because of the fact that he seemed to feel the calling of the island, at least to me, that's what it seemed to me. Seems to me is that he also feels the sense to be called to the island, and as soon as he knew about it, he wanted to be a unicorn rider. But obviously, he was too old by the time that it got revealed. Because I think it's only like been 13 years. Or no, it's been longer. It's been longer, I think, but by the time of the first book, but it hadn't been long. It like the first riders, the first mainland riders were really recent. All things considered.
I think it had been 13 years.
I think it might be. I think it very well might be. I'm just not 100% certain if I'm remembering correctly. Because I know that it was right around the time that Skandar was, or that Kenna and Skandar were born, that it was revealed. Because obviously, she came, the Weaver came to left the island right before this happened, or left the island right before this happened.
Right.
I would say probably it was there was a year. So there's a possibility that it was right before Skandar was born. But I don't know. Also, I think that Kenna is, I still think that Kenna's dad is not Robert. I don't think it is. I don't think she's his daughter. I think that she is the daughter of the Flameite guy that is on her that was on the Weaver's side. I still think that. I don't know if that's going to be confirmed or if it's just a theory of mine, but I think that that's a reasonable assumption that there could be a reveal that he is her father. Because I don't know. If I'm remembering correctly, the first time that unicorns were seen was shortly on the mainland was shortly after Skandar was born. So I feel like there's just not enough time would have passed for them to be like, oh, if 2 years, like I could imagine 1 year maybe passing before they revealed unicorns to the mainland. Because obviously they outlawed spirit wielders around the time that she left, and then but I don't feel like that would be I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't sit right with me, and I'm not certain exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it for us to figure out as things continue. Um,
Yeah. Sorry, I just short circuited.
you're good. Um, did Skandar ever create a predator in the book? I don't remember. I don't think he did.
I cannot remember. I don't think so, though.
I think that he created small things. Um, but it wasn't like something that he felt like he could use during the race. Um,
Right.
so I think that he at some point he needs to get. I think he's going to make something that is going to go toe to toe with Rex Manning's Thunderbird. I think that
Yeah.
that's a reasonable assumption. Um, so yeah, most likely Skandar is going to be going up again. He's going to be able to go toe to toe with Rex. Um, what exactly that will mean, I don't think we know. I don't think there's a way to know that properly, but I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I think that so I don't think that Rex is or I don't know what mythical creature Skandar is going to be able to summon using his predator thing. Um, I think that there is a possibility that it is going to be something really fucking badass, but there's not really something that really comes to mind when it comes to like a spirit creature. Um, like a Thunderbird makes sense. I think that like a Nemean lion would make sense for a fire wielder. There's a lot of different things that you can imagine when it comes to like all the different other elements, the other four elements. But for spirit, there's not really too much that immediately comes to mind. Um, but yeah, I cannot wait to see Skandar summon darkness. That's gonna be fucking badass. Um, like I'm wondering if he'll be able to manipulate it to a function that all of the spirit where all of his forces will be able to see, but none of Rex's will be able to see. Um, I think there's a chance that he might like prepare them. He might prepare his team, um, saying, "Hey, I can manipulate the darkness. I can make it really dark," and he's going to figure out a way to basically make it so. He's going to give them like night vision goggles or some shit like that, and all of them will have them on their head. And Rex is like, "Why do you have those on your head? It's not night." And then Skandar will just be like, "It is now," and then boom, it's dark.
Snap.
And then all of them put their goggles down and then go kick his ass.
Yeah. I love that.
That would be fucking amazing. I don't know if I kind of doubt that they're going to do that, but at the same time, it would be a fucking amazing. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I wish. I think once we actually have the book in, or we're able to see what the book's cover is going to look like, we'll have so many more predictions. But yeah. Another thing that is kind of like jumping to my mind is what locations do you think are going to be on the map?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like I feel like Twin Oaks from 4 is that would make sense. Same goes for the Everhart Treehouse.
Yeah.
I feel like those two locations kind of have to be. The Chaos Compound and the Silver Stronghold. I think that those are that's reasonable because those are always there.
And the Erie.
And the Erie. Yeah, those are always there. Hatchery's always there. I think that there's a reasonable assumption that the Scrapyard Treehouse could still be on there. but I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a pretty big maybe because it would be specifically that would be more a Kenna thing. Um, Also, I don't think we're gonna have Kenna chapters in the next book because she's gonna be with Skandar. Um, I think that instead we're gonna have flow chapters.
You said that twice now about 2 books, and I think I keep saying we're gonna have kind of chapters, just regardless.
I mean, it's definitely a possibility, but for this one, it just feels like she's with she's with Skandar, and she's probably going to be with him the entire time. And while there could be something where she's like going through her thought process and stuff like that, it could be a possibility. I also feel like with what's going on with Flo, there has to be we kind of it would be nice to at least know certain things about what's going on. Maybe her struggle with the fact that she just betrayed her boyfriend. Um, so I don't know. I feel like that has to be weighing on her a lot, and we need to. And I kind of want to know what the heck she's thinking about that, and how she's grappling with it. Um, so I don't know. That's the big thing that I really want. That I kind of want to see. That's the main reason why I think that there could be flow chapters. Um,
Hmm. I can
I'm
see
also
that, but
yeah. Also, do you think that the Shikonis are going to be involved on Skandar's side?
possibly.
I I have a feeling he's gonna be really struggling with it. Like I don't like he doesn't want them in. He doesn't want them on his side because of what Flo did. But at the same
Yeah.
but at the same time, I kind of feel like they're going to keep trying to help him. No matter what he says, they're going to be like, we care about you. We know that this is that this is a tough time, but we care deeply about you. And we want what's best for you. Um, or something along those lines. I feel like there's a reasonable. I think that it's a reasonable assumption that they are going to continue to try to help him. And I feel like another thing that might be important is um, they may be part of the reason why Flo or uh, they might be trying to remind they might be saying, trust us, Flo had a reason for this. Go to the frickin' uh, secret swappers, because she did say before she betrayed him, go to the secret swappers. Um, after so she has something that she has said something that she wants Skandar to know from the secret swappers. What exactly that is, I don't know. Um, so I'm also curious, like, what the hell um, Skandar is going to use um, to basically reveal to give to the secret swappers, because we know that he's going to go see the secret swappers at some point throughout the book,
For
because
sure.
they set that up. There's no way that they're ignoring that. So that's a high likelihood that we're going to see the secret swappers again. Um, I think that obviously Skandar is probably going to go to the prison to free people. They started in the. They're probably going to start in the prison. They're probably going to start exactly where they left off at the end of the fourth book. But you know, I don't know. Do you have any specific theories?
I don't. I wish I did, but I don't.
uh, I think I'm gonna reread all four books again. Probably soon, and just and listen through them all again, and just figure out and then basically theorize. Hopefully, I can. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done before the next before the reveal of the cover, but I am gonna be trying to read them all before August or September, whichever. I don't remember when the book is coming out here in America. Um, and that's another thing. I really hope the book comes to America.
Oof,
uh,
no kidding.
uh, I don't know. I really hope that the situation currently doesn't affect that. That would really fucking stink. It,
Yes, it would.
this situation shouldn't even be fucking happening, but
Agreed.
we're trying to stay non-political, but at the same time, fuck everything. Uh, uh, I wish there was a better way to put that, but fuck everything. uh, but yeah. Also, I have to say I kind of love the timing. With when Skandar is supposed to be coming out. Because it's a little bit after the Switch 2, so we'll have time to like discuss to actually discuss what's going on with the Switch 2 because obviously I'll have it, and we'll be able to get a lot. We'll probably get a lot of stuff done right before that happens. So I'm excited. We'll probably discuss a lot of different things before the book comes out. And we'll have time to theorize and figure things out and all that jazz. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. We'll see. We've only been going for about half an hour, but I can't really think of any other theories off the top of my head.
Me neither.
Oh, here's one thing. Do you think that the first writer is going to be involved at all?
No,
You don't think so?
probably not. The bone staff, maybe, but not the first writer.
Yeah, because he has to return the bone staff, and now that Kenna is with him, he can probably do that pretty easily. Or wait, did Rex take it? I don't remember if he took it.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I feel like he did.
Yeah, but Skandar does need to return the bone staff to the first rider again.
Right.
And he so I feel like there's a chance that he'll talk to that we will see the first rider once more, but it will probably be for a much shorter amount of time. As he basically as Skandar returns returns the bone staff. I think that that's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah. I think that's a reasonable assumption. But yeah, I think that's all I can really think of. I really hope that we get to see some silver spirits. I really want to see some silver spirits since they also set that up. Frickin' Agatha said that there were spirit silvers. I think it was Agatha. It might have been one of his other teachers, but there were silver spirits. So I would like to see something along the lines of one of them being one of the silver. There actually being a silver unicorn spirit wielder.
Cool.
Part of me would kind of hope that it's since we said the Doppelgray's name should be Silver Lining.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing if that was actually what it was.
It will
Um,
be, but I wish.
but and she did see it. She did like it. She did like the drawing. Um,
I
so
remember that.
so like maybe she'll take that and be like, maybe she'll talk about us in the book, or at the end of the book when she's like talking about all of the different people that helped out and stuff like that. Um,
Maybe.
I don't know. Lots of interesting thought processes. Um, but anyways, guys, I think that that's probably where we're gonna call it for today. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. Oh, actually, one other thing that did just come to mind. Um, there was there was a contest where people got to name some of the unicorns for the book. So we'll probably get to see some of those people. We'll probably get to see some of those names. Um,
That would be good.
and we'll obviously those will probably be like all the different spear wielders that or all the different people that are riders that we're going to be getting to see in the next book with Skandar mending people. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be fun. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream. I have been Electro Ninja.
No
He's been
catch.
Jack. Huh? Nerd Chat. Yes. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Um, this has been Nerd Chat, and we will see you guys next time. But on